Does anyone else remember those classic AT&T commercials with the saying, reach out and touch someone? I didn't, but I was reminded of it today when I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you right here. And one thing that's kind of interesting is that when you say that, reach out and touch someone now in the year 2019, it kind of feels kind of creepy, doesn't it? Especially taken out of context. But if we just stop and think about the intent behind that saying for a moment, to reach out and touch someone, and of course, as a Thai massage person, as a massage person, as a person who's really come to understand that my way into spirit is really through my hands, through the sense of touch, and through touching I get into my body, I get into feelings of just unconditional love, of feeling guided, of feeling protected, and of feeling just part of something so much bigger than myself. It's interesting that that saying came to me. Now, that saying about reaching out and touching someone came to me because last night I was actually on a coaching call, and a very interesting part of that call that came up as a kind of a spontaneous idea was for someone who was sharing and being vulnerable and kind of having his own kind of opening. And so the teacher on that call, he talked about, he gave a great idea, which was simply to write a letter to people, to someone that he loved, and it came to be his sister, and to share really from the heart maybe some memories of what that person meant and means to him, and some things that happened and things that he really cherishes about their relationship, and really specific things that happened in their past, and to just kind of bring that up and share, and just like what an amazing holiday gift that would be. And I realized, yes, what a great idea that is. And that's where the idea of reaching out and touching someone, so in the AT&T commercial, it was those old commercials where you're picking up a phone and you're doing it. But how about writing a letter? How about taking time to really just tap into your heart, into your presence, into who you are right now, and thinking about someone that you love that maybe you haven't told them in a while, or maybe you haven't told them in this way in a while, or maybe even ever, what they mean to you, and surprising them this holiday by reaching out and touching them with a letter that really goes to the heart. And so I know I'm going to do that, and hopefully no one that I'm going to send this to is watching this beforehand. I'm so inspired by it, and one of the reasons to do it, is to certainly open your heart. But beyond that, is to just give a great gift. But I'm thinking about it also from the point of view of getting into your body, of making room for your own creative juices to flow through you, not only in the moment of sharing that connection and sharing that gift, but in the grand scheme of things. And when I think about the kind of year that I've had this year, it's a year where I have written a book that's coming out any day now. I've also almost completed 2 other books, and I've got a 4th one even that I've been taking lots of notes for and getting ready to write as well. And all that has kind of come up for me this year. I've also almost ready to launch a website that I've been working on for months. So it's been such a creative and exciting year of growth, and just kind of laying foundation, and just feeling into my body, and just feeling so inspired by my offering, by this offering, by Thai Yoga Massage, by all of you, by this amazing community, by my amazing students, by my daughter, and just kind of like feeling into that, and how that has fueled me and just given me all this amazing creativity and fuel to do what I do every single day. But what I had forgotten about until I watched and was part of that call last night was that I actually wrote 2 letters today. Not today, but this year. I felt really compelled to write these letters from my heart to 2 people in my life who, for whatever reason, the things that were coming up between us, just putting things down on paper, an old-fashioned letter, and the letters ended up being like 10, 15-page letters in the end, and just kind of being vulnerable and not knowing at all how that was going to go, and putting it out there and sharing it with them, and seeing that in both cases they really helped to take down some walls, and they really helped to diffuse situations and bring us closer to each other. And really that's it. That's the purpose of those letters. By doing that and by having those kind of results, it helps you to let go of your old story. It helps you to let go of fear. It helps you to let go of whatever you don't even know that you might be holding on to, that is kind of getting in the way of you being in touch with all of you, with that creative spirit, with your inner pilot light, with your intuition. And that's what I'm inviting you to do. And then another interesting thing that's come up in the middle of all this. So I had that call, I had that idea, and then I hang up the phone, or hang up the call, and I check my phone actually, and I see that one of my closest friends, one of the first people I was thinking, I know I'm going to send this to my family, and I am blessed to have some friends that I've had in my life for anywhere from 25 to almost 35 years and more in my life, and just like holy shit, really, like how rich am I to have those people in my life. And one of them was clearly one of the people I wanted to write this to, and then I see that he's sending me a letter about his stepfather having died literally yesterday, right around the time of the call that I was having. And it's just like, sends it home so much about, you just don't know how much time you have, and that what's important and what's most precious to you, and just being able to write a letter to him and letting him know how I feel about him, and some of those moments in our lives that have really touched me and helped me to be the person that I am. I can't wait to share that with him. I was already excited to before, and now I just feel like it already is so much more meaningful to me, and probably to him too, that I'm gonna share this now as well. So it happens to be the holidays, and I just want to wish you, if you're watching this around the holidays, an amazing, amazing holiday, to just embrace life and whatever that means for you. And maybe that's a solo journey, and maybe you get out into nature, maybe you write a letter, maybe you do something that enriches you and fills you up and is really something so healthy and so good for you. And that could be my wish for you. If it's to be with your family, with your friends, amazing. I hope that you do that. If you're going on some crazy adventure, some kind of trip around the world, woohoo, enjoy that as well. And thank you. Thank you for all that you bring to me, and being receptive and open to everything that I share about Thai yoga massage, about connection, about really that idea of reaching out and touching someone, and I realize that in my case, I'm talking about it in the literal sense, and I guess I'm going even counterculture to so much of what's going on now. And of course, when we touch in ways that are inappropriate, that is such a violation, and we know that. And so, the exact opposite is true, that when we touch in a way that is an opening, an invitation, a message of love and kindness and compassion, it has the power to change you, to change the person you're working with, to change the world in so many amazing ways. And let's keep doing that together. I'm so excited for the year to come, and how we're going to keep building that towards greater knowledge, greater insights, greater love, and a better world. And I just want to tell you all, I love you. I'll talk to you soon, and namaste.